You ready?
There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown. I can't believe that I'm going to do this. All right, I met with a guy who is really interesting. His background is highly secret and his identity is highly secret. And after I met with him, we went to a location called the Magic Mesa. It's a spot that, if you want to go catch up on it, is probably the most paranormal, strange place I've ever been. I know there's a lot of research ongoing with the location, and I'm actually doing an hour-long presentation at the UFO Disclosure Symposium coming up really soon. And so, but that's kind of like a side story to how I met this guy, but that's not all. Check this out. So I'm being really careful because I don't want to show you guys any actual details, but this friend of mine actually handed me this like piece of copper, and it has this little hole punched in it, and I'm purposefully not showing you what's on here because it says on the other side, I'll read it to you. It says human May 4th. So I don't know, was I supposed to go there on May 4th? I've already missed that. Today, as I read this right now, is May 16th. And then there's GPS coordinates on it. So I haven't even looked up the GPS coordinates yet. I have no idea what even could be at this location. And what the guy said to me was really fascinating. See, the thing is, I took him to the Magic Mesa. And the mystery at Magic Mesa is a really strange place. You've got like plasma shapes, triangles, squares, weird stuff. It looks like you're witnessing an interdimensional portal like opening on the side of a mountain. And I took him to this location and I trusted him there. And so he handed me this copper tag with the GPS location on it. And all he said to me is this. He says, go to the location, and when you get there, you're going to follow your intuition until you discover the book, whatever that means. And he says, and I said, well, what's in the book? And he says, when you open the book, just look for your name and it will tell you what your purpose is and what you're supposed to do. So it's like some kind of like Goonies, Indiana Jones mystery. I have no idea where this thing leads. It's GPS coordinates. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the office. We're going to check it out. I'm going to look up and see where this leads to. And then we're going to go try and find the book.
Where does it go? Does it have buried treasure? Does it lead to a magic spell book? Am I going to turn into a superhero? Is there a crystal abducted by aliens? Oh no!
Typing in the GPS coordinates into Google Earth right now on the tag, so let's find out. Oh, this isn't actually very far from where I live. We could totally go here today and check this out. Okay, it looks like, I don't know how to describe this. It looks like an island in the middle of a salt flat, a dry lake bed. See what I mean? Isn't that weird? That's it. That's the island right there. So apparently it's just like a desert spot like this with nothing around, and then this weird little strangely shaped patch of rocks out in the middle of the desert. So maybe we can go check it out and see what's there. Boy, that is suspicious. Should I go there alone? What if there's like a weird hatch that goes down into this spot? See how it's just empty desert? There's nothing around. It's like a dry lake bed right there. The thing is that there's a date on the tag. It says human May 4th. Why would it specify human? What would a non-human be involved in this? It says human May 4th. So since I'm going on a random day and time, nobody has any idea that I'm going there. I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's go. We're actually doing it, you guys. We're gonna go to find the mystery magic book out in the middle of nowhere. But on the way there, I realized that there's a really strange spot that I've also been told about that is on the way that has these mysterious structures that might lead to something hidden underground. And so we're gonna stop by there first, and do that today. So make sure and subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for going to find my name in the magic book in the middle of nowhere to see what do we call this? The Book of Destiny? I don't know. So we're going on a quest for that. We're also going to go back and check on the magic Mesa and do another nighttime investigation for that. But first, mysterious structures up on a hillside with a short little hike on the way there. I'm not going to tell you where. We'll see. We've officially arrived at our first location, and already it's starting off a little bit creepy. There's a bunch of old abandoned no trespassing signs and buildings around where I don't know, but we're actually going to be going for a hike today and checking out some really strange, mysterious structures and features that are on this trail, kind of on the outskirts of a town in Nevada. If you can figure out where this is at, good luck to you, but it should be interesting. Barbed wire fence, some kind of a station, like a shack. This looks like a electrical power station or some, I don't know. It could be like a secret entrance to something. The mystery that I'm exploring today all begins right here at this mysterious building. There's this shack here with a pipe coming out of it. There's some water dripping out of it. It seems to be some kind of like a hydroelectrical pump station or something, but it's weird and indicative of something much stranger that goes up this hill that we're gonna go check out, that I've been told to look at today. When you look at this on Google Earth from overhead, you're like, what in the world was this put here for? It doesn't look like it's being used for anything anymore, but why would you pour foundations like this? And there's a pipe coming up out of the ground with like a vent on the top. Look at this. Does anybody have any idea what something like this could have been used for? I don't understand why the concrete is poured like this. It's like angle, over here's the same angle, and then you have these runs of cement here, reinforced. Oh, look at that. It's all old hydroelectrical stuff with a vent pipe right there and big gears and everything. Look at that. There's definitely something that used to go on here, a pipeline running through the area. That's what this structure is all about. Some kind of a pipeline system. Hello? I don't think there's an underground working base. This looks all rusted up. Very weird. Look at all this steel up here. It's all got bolts and rivets and, oh man, like they had big steel bands clamped around something. Oh, I wonder if this used to be like a wooden structure, a big wooden water tower. Yeah, look at this. For sure, obviously. This is built out of old railroad ties, and then they have this metal banding around it, almost like a giant barrel going up. So these were angled like this because the building was round. That makes sense. And then they had this going up, clamped on, so this was like giant kegs for pumping the water, or cisterns for holding a bunch of water probably pumped in from a water station. Well, I think we solved mystery number one. This is an old abandoned water treatment plant that is still operating, but it's been diverted off of this old wooden structure now into a new pipeline that goes down into the new shed. So nothing too crazy, nothing too mysterious here, even though it does look weird on Google Earth, like it was some kind of thing buried or something under the ground, like some sort of a facility hidden here. But it's actually just an old plumbing station and pipeline house with big wooden structures on top. So I don't think anything too unusual is going on here, but it is kind of cool to come explore it. Makes sense now why this part of the town is all no trespassing and abandoned and run down. It's the old pioneer part of town. So the old water treatment facility and all the pipes coming down through the mountain. This place used to probably be hopping with cowboys and all kinds of stuff trying to settle this place. And now the community's moved on a little bit to another part of the area, and this part is left behind. And on Google Earth, it looks bizarre, but really, it's just old cool stuff. Okay, here we go. Officially going to type in the GPS coordinates to the mysterious Book of Destiny, and we're gonna go see what's written on it, see if my name's in there. So wish me luck. I'm gonna type it in, off we go. Already super weird. So I put the GPS coordinates in and GPS will not get you there. So I'm gonna have to do this the old fashioned way, you guys. We're gonna have to just look on the map, find the roads, and then find our way there. Here is our turn out into the mysterious desert to look for the Book of Destiny. I guess that's what we're gonna call it. I don't know. But it looks like we're gonna be following this long line of big power lines on a dirt road for, who knows, maybe an hour, it looks like on the GPS. We got a ways to go now. This location is much more suspect because we're close to Area 51. There could be weird stuff under the ground out here. That's kind of what we've been on the theme of today. But this location is a lot weirder. It's just nothing. There is nothing out here, and we have a long ways to go. I have like adrenaline going on right now. This is super exciting. I have no idea what I'm gonna find here. Is my name gonna be written in this book? Is it? I don't know, it's weird. This could end up just being like a geocache that somebody put my name in really for fun, you know? I have no idea, but I'm super interested, and it's definitely doing the trick because I'm excited. I feel like I'm on a big Indiana Jones adventure right now. I'm like out in the middle of nowhere. There's Joshua trees everywhere. I'm near Area 51, and I'm going to find a weird book that has my name written in it based on just a random piece of copper with GPS coordinates on it. I don't know. I've never done anything quite like this before. Similar, but not like this. We'll see. I'm excited. It's actually a really, really smooth dirt road, and so I'm having a good time. I just saw a sign pointing to go to a ghost town. So it gets weirder and weirder. Do we need to go to the ghost town too? I can see the dry lake bed up ahead here, but there's a ghost town nearby, just a few miles away. I don't know how I don't loop around and try to check that out. So here's what we'll do. If I can find the book quickly, if I can meditate, use my intuition and track it down right away, and we have plenty of daylight, then we're gonna go to the ghost town next. We are officially off the road now, and here is something really interesting I'm noticing. The spot that I'm trying to go is like an island on an ancient prehistoric dry lake bed, and the heat creates an optical illusion that looks like there's still water there, but it actually hides the spot that I'm going, like a mirage. So you wouldn't even be able to see that there was anything there from this perspective unless you were looking from overhead. So what a clever way to hide a book using a heat mirage. Like on the GPS, I'm pointing my truck directly at where I'm supposed to go, but all I see is this shimmer of silver, this heat wave, and the entire spot is completely hidden by the mirage. It's really cool. I'm so sorry that my windshield is this covered in bugs, but can you see the tire marks? I'm actually following tire tracks out here, so I think I'm going to the right spot. Yeah, okay, here we go. This gets used as a runway. Is this a secret landing strip, a test runway? Look at this. This dry lake bed. It has a runway on it. Look. You see that? This is like a landing strip. What the heck? Is Area 51 landing experimental craft, or is this like a location where they do that out in the middle of nowhere? Like a hidden spot? This is right by where I'm supposed to go. It goes both directions. This is like a runway, an airport. Look at that. There's nothing out here but then fresh landing strip marks. Weird. See that? They've been landing airplanes out here. Awful suspicious location. I feel like somebody's following me out here. I'm being followed. Nobody knows I'm supposed to be here, and this truck just pulled up and stopped. Got pepper spray in my pocket. We'll see. Hopefully it goes smooth.